Hi, I'm Sierra, and today we're going to break down Warrior One. Now, before we get started, I want to remind you that everyone's body is different. If something doesn't feel good, let's sway on the side of caution and adjust your body accordingly. But let's try and distinguish between discomfort and pain. Discomfort from simply never stretching a muscle, and pain because there's something else going on inside your body. So, coming into Warrior One, you'd usually start at the top of your mat and taking one big step back, planting your heel on the ground. So I'm going to take 45 degrees. Some people might say you take the foot so it's parallel with the back of your mat. There's different practices, there's different bodies, there's different teachers. Moving it to 45 just takes less of a torque off your knee because we're trying to bring our hip squared forward. Working from the bottom up, I'm going to make sure all my toes are spread wide and they're gripping down to the ground, and pressing to the outer edge of my baby toe, trying to lift the inner arch up. So notice when I relax, my knee is collapsing inward, and when I pick the inner arch up, my knee begins to lift. As we continue to move through the body from the foot up, let's come to our top foot. Again, spreading the toes wide, I'm going to take 90 degrees in my knee, dropping my hip a little lower, and then start to bring this hip forward. So as well as squeezing my knee up to engage my quad, I'm also squeezing my glute. This is to get a stretch in the front of my hip flexor. Now we don't want to go any farther past on our hips. It's not a back bend. We're just creating length. So once you feel your hips are squared, stack the shoulders directly on top. As we inhale, think about the rib cage lifting up and the hips sinking down. So we're creating lots of space in the abdomen. Finally, bringing our hands overhead. Make sure your shoulders are rolled down and back, and then try and bring the palms together. It's okay if the hands are separate. We just want to make sure that we feel that energy rising and we feel the hips sinking. Once you get into the final pose, reassess the body from the ground up just as we did in the beginning. Pressing into your feet, lifting the inner arch, squeezing your quad, driving your hip forward. Make sure you're low with 90 degrees, lifting from the rib cage, lifting through the arms, and finally your gaze is coming right towards the thumbs. Everything is in a straight line from your hands, your shoulders, and your hips. Hold for 3 to 5 breaths. Remember, each inhale we take, we want to think about creating space and getting long from our hands to our hips. And as we exhale, keep trying to sink a little deeper, wrapping the back hip forward, keeping the hips squared. As you bring your hands to heart center, step together at the top of your mat, and repeat on the other side.